Well, it's been an interesting ride, but Ink Master has finally completed its triumphant return with season 14, and we've crowned a new Ink Master. So let's break it all down and let's do some shop talk. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the awesome conversation we've had all season long. I've really enjoyed it. Again, I'm going to do a bonus video on the No More Ink interviews and things like that. That'll be coming soon. And I'll pop in with some mini shop talks as new updates about a new season and any new information about future Ink Master endeavors come about. The flow is going to be a little different this episode because it's the finale. So I'm going to jump around here in a bit of a different order than I usually do. I'm actually going to start with the big spoiler. So a huge congratulations to DJ, who has now been crowned Ink Master for a third time. Just make him a judge already. I know some people are excited for him. Some people think that it should have been somebody else. Some people think DJ shouldn't have been allowed to compete at all. There's a lot to unpack, and some of it we've been unpacking all season. I want to go first to the scoreboard, though. So, again, now that we know who got eliminated in the big cliffhanger, and it's definitely who we thought it was, here's the official scoreboard going into the actual finale challenge. So Bob was in first place, Gian right behind him in second, DJ was in third, Creepy Jason in fourth, and Angel officially in fifth place with her elimination. And then here's how things shook out in the end. So DJ ended up in first, was crowned Ink Master. I'm going to touch on the scoreboard again later, but now that we know kind of where things fell, I do want to recap and react to kind of how we got there, because I do have some thoughts and opinions. So the episode actually continues during the recap. So if you skipped the recap on Paramount Plus, you missed this elimination completely, which I think was a weird choice. But we pick up on the cliffhanger there, and we find out that, again, Angel was indeed eliminated. That is what I was expecting based on how her tattoos went in the 1 hour tattoo challenge. I think she knew that's where things were going to fall. I'm pretty sure everybody knew that's where it was going to go. And I feel bad for her because to a certain degree, I think she would have killed in this finale, probably more so than one other competitor. And I'm going to get there in a minute. But our top four officially in the finale are Bob, Gian, DJ, and Creepy Jason. So then they're told that for the season finale, they have to complete 24-hour back pieces that are completely open to design and style. And they'll complete it in 2 12-hour sessions with their canvases. And immediately as we're going along, I couldn't help but feel like this wasn't a season finale. Maybe a finale from deep in Ink Master's past, but man, I missed the live finales. And I'm not sure, maybe they were saving budget, maybe they didn't know how the new season was gonna go. I don't know, but I miss the kind of gravitas and the grandeur of the live finale. And we didn't even get all the eliminated contestants back. I thought for sure we would see everybody again, just like we normally do, have a little bit of a reunion, get some stuff done, but we don't. And that was so disappointing. And Dave Navarro still only shows up on a TV here. They couldn't get him to come in for just one day. I'm sure there's other reasons for that, but it just would have been cool to see everybody and actually get them to reunite with Dave in person a little bit and really bring everything together. I mean, a good portion of this cast didn't even get to interact with each other because they came in halfway through. So it just kind of felt anticlimactic. Like it just kind of felt like they were doing any other tattoo challenge, like any other episode, but they were like, but this is the last one, we're done. I don't know. It just didn't feel like everything came together in a cohesive way for me. So while I think overall the season was fairly strong, just like some of the tattoos we saw this season, I feel like while it was good, it somehow feels a little unfinished. But anyways, let's get back to this. So they make their 24-hour back pieces in 2 12-hour days. And then our 4 finalists are congratulating each other and toasting each other in the back, celebrating finally getting to relax a little bit, because now what's done is done. Dave shows up as the Master of Chaos. He chats with the finalists a little bit, and then informs them that a jury of peers will determine the top 3. Then we go to the critiques, and I gotta say, part of the finale that I love is that everybody kind of dresses to the nines and does like a finale look as they hope to win this big money. But I was kind of underwhelmed at what they wore for their big moment this season. I mean, Gion's big finale look as he's hoping to win 250K is just that he doesn't wear a hat that day and somehow curled his hair, I guess. And then they bring in the jury of peers, which is where I thought for sure maybe finally we would see everybody, the whole cast. But the jury of peers is just Angel and Anthony? What? Only 2 people who also happen to be really close with 2 other people who happen to make up half of the final 4? What jury of peers is this? I will say though, in terms of finale looks, Anthony and Angel are slaying it. They look fantastic. So getting into the tattoos themselves, first up is Gion, which looked really good. It's big, it's clear, it's fantastic imagery. I thought this was a great tattoo. I think they all ended up great, but this was so good. And to be fair, it's neo-traditional again, but they did say it was completely open for them to do what they want. So I'm not going to dock him for doing that, but I do think this is definitely the time to blend everything together and show that you can do it all. And once again, it's like he chose not to, and that's a little disappointing. But overall, I think this is a strong tattoo. Next was Creepy Jason's, and I think it's cool. I think it's a fun tattoo. It's a big fantasy tattoo. There's a lot going on here, and it's got a big fantasy story. I definitely think it's a strong contender. That being said, I did feel like this was obviously the weakest one of them all. The color just isn't packed as strongly. There's just something about it that just doesn't feel quite as elevated as the others. But I think it's a great tattoo. I will say though, this is where I think Angel would have been a better fit. I think Angel would have smashed a 24-hour tattoo. And if her cat from the 12-hour challenge just last episode was any indicator, especially since a lot of that stuff she put in that tattoo she hadn't even ever done before and still killed it, I think she would have destroyed in this finale. Bob's. I love this. It's hard to read at the top. Bob knows it. He gets emotional talking about it because he knows where the problems are. And he's definitely kicking himself for doing something like that right at the end because he knows what it's about to cost him. And man, I really felt that because going into the finale, I was rooting for Bob. He had pushed himself to first place. He had been kind of flying under the radar, even though he had been putting out amazing work consistently all season long. He was finally starting to really shine, and I was hoping and kind of expecting him to actually maybe take it in the finale. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, I don't think he's gonna win. And I'm pretty sure he thought the same, which is why he started getting emotional. But I still think this is a phenomenally great tattoo. I think it's awesome. DJs, this is art. Oh my God. He blended all kinds of different styles and techniques. It's so good. Like undeniably good. Again, make him a judge. Now, do it. He's the only one who really blended all of the stuff they've been working on all season. really aimed to show that he could do it all. He understands what the title of Ink Master means, and I would argue he's one of the few, if not the only, Ink Master who I think can truly do anything. I know he's already won twice. I know it's annoying that him and the other Ink Masters got to compete again, especially him because he's won twice. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, how do you not give it to him? Objectively, he is in the competition. Objectively, this is what he put out compared to the other tattoos. So objectively, if I didn't know he had won twice already, I would give it to him. To me, this was the best of the four. And it is what it is. And I love this so much. That super lucky canvas gets to wear this beautiful piece of art forever. So now we have to go to the jury of peers because they get to put one person forward into the top three. Again, Angel and Anthony look great. Amazing sense of style, and I could watch them talk all day. But as they're talking, again, they're close with two people in the top four, so it was obvious how this conversation was going to go, and it goes exactly like that. Angel is biased for Bob. She's pushing for Bob and justifying his tattoos. I get what she's doing. It's fine. But this is why there needs to be a larger jury, and I wish everybody was there, because then Anthony is doing the same thing because he's biased for DJ. Neither one of them seem to want Gian up in there, and they don't really care about Jason. So they're really only talking about DJ and Bob, and which one to for sure put in the top three and eliminate the risk of them not making it to the 250K. And DJ and Bob have like an emotional heart-to-heart, which I actually thought was cool because DJ and Bob are actually very similar artists when you think about it. So they're relating to each other a bit. And again, I'm really feeling for Bob because Bob already knows that he probably blew this shot at 250K in the title of Ink Master, which really sucks because he's already done a master canvas before in a finale, which then got wiped out and meant nothing because of COVID. So they're brought back, and the jury of peers, again, two people, vote someone into the top three, and they choose DJ. But I do like that they objectively looked at what they really felt was the best of the best and wanted to really secure them in the top three, and I really respect that, especially for Angel, who I know was really pushing for Bob. So he earns a spot in the top three. There's three other people left, so they have to eliminate a finalist. So the judges then make a decision, and they eliminate Jason, which no surprise there. And he was definitely the weakest of the group, even according to the scoreboard, right? He hadn't won a single tattoo of the day, which again, they don't award every episode, but that still says something. He was the lowest in just overall performance by my numbers, so I really didn't expect him to make it to the top two or even the top three. And so this is exactly how I was expecting it to go, especially after looking at the tattoos. So then the judges decide that they need to decide the top two, right? Which is how it goes. And then they eliminate Bob, and I felt so bad for him. Part of me was hoping that they would eliminate Gian. Sorry, but I was still really kind of rooting for him despite the little issues in his tattoo. So DJ and Gian are top two, and the judges begin debating DJ versus Gian's tattoos. Ryan Ashley rips Gian's to shreds. And I agree completely with everything she said. Again, he didn't really show anything new. He didn't bring all of the skills together that they really look for in an Ink Master. And it was kind of a missed opportunity where DJ really went for it, really challenged himself, did a very intricate tattoo, blended all the styles together, really did the damn thing. Nico and Ami are saying that DJ's tattoo looks unfinished. I think they're tripping. They're upset because there's a piece of the back that's left blank, but look at all of the other details in this tattoo. And for the most part, the back is completely covered. And then the judges tie, which again, I don't believe for a minute was unintentional. I will do a cartwheel in this room if someone can prove to me that this wasn't planned from the beginning. So the judges tie between DJ and Gian, and they decide that the eliminated 4 artists can vote to break the tie, which is so messed up. You literally just told these people, 2 of them only moments ago, that their dreams aren't coming true today, and then you want them to be the ones to hand it over to somebody else? Why? This was ridiculous. Anyways, so they start casting their votes. Anthony votes for DJ, Angel votes for Gian, Jason votes for DJ, and then I was wondering what they were going to do if they tied again, because I was like, and part of me hoped they would, because then it would be like, now what, judges? But Bob, after an emotional little speech, and again, being a very similar artist to somebody in the top 2 who he just had a heart-to-heart with, I mean, who did you think he was going to vote for? But he votes for DJ. DJ wins Ink Master for a 3rd time, holds a triple crown. And again, I can't deny that he deserves it. Sorry, everybody. Even the tattoos that are not what he deems to be his expertise, he still did very strong. And sure, there's the debate we've been having all season, which is, should the Ink Masters be returning? And should they be allowed to win again right now when there's so many other people in this cast who genuinely need the second chance? I don't know. But we're here. We can't do anything about it. And DJ's in the finale. And he did great work. So again, objectively, yeah, I would give it to him. And especially between him and Gian played a very strong strategy game, but his tattoos puttered out. He started off very strong, but then it became clear that he wasn't quite as versatile as maybe he needed to be. And he began plateauing, and now here we are. So between the 2, I definitely agree. It should have been DJ. But wow, this is what a journey. So again, let's review the final scoreboard. And let's start from the bottom up, shall we? Because we didn't get to see everybody in the finale. So let's remind us that these people were here. I mean, remember when Chris, Deanna, Hiram, and Holly were in this cast? It almost feels like they were on a completely different season. But in 14th, we did have Chris. In 13th, Deanna. 12th place was Hiram. 11th place was Holly. The Ink Masters then returned, and Steve came in 10th. Pawn came in 9th. Katie came in 8th. Oh, Katie. Tony came in 7th. Anthony came in 6th. Angel came in 5th. Creepy Jason in 4th. Bob in 3rd. Gian in 2nd. And DJ in 1st. Crowned as Ink Master and the first and only person to not only win it twice, but now to win it 3 times. So before I wrap this up, let's see how everybody else reacted to the finale. It's time for top tweets. So again, it's been a ride. It's been a joy. I really hope it gets renewed, and I think it will. Again, I'm going to do a bonus video about the No More Ink interviews. And if any news comes out about the next season or any other kind of Ink Master updates come about, I'll hop on and do some mini shop talks for y'all. And I'm expecting and hopefully going to be returning to Shop Talk in full force for Ink Master 15. But I don't know about you, but every time I watch the show, I get itching for a new tattoo, so I think I'm gonna get one soon. Thank you all so much. I love you all. Y'all are great. Look out for those upcoming videos, and I'll see you next season for sure. So in the meantime, maybe go get inked yourself, and I'll see you around for some more Shop Talk.